Chapter 3, Proof of Life. You don't believe me, Grant said. I wouldn't either. He set down a battered tape recorder on a milk crate and hit play. The tape warbled. His voice, days of it, sped and chopped into a collage. Sometimes he was talking to the door, sometimes he was silent, and sometimes the tape spat a voice not human in pitch or rhythm. It didn't growl or roar. It asked questions. It told jokes that didn't start and didn't end. It knew the names of people who had died this year and last. It knew what they had said when no one else was there to hear them. Then the phone rang. It was the old landline mounted on the wall opposite the door. We'd ripped that phone out after the storm of '02 took down the line. It shouldn't have been able to ring. It did anyway, a bright plastic trilling that almost sounded cheerful. Grant let it ring until it sounded impatient. He lifted the receiver, didn't say anything, then handed it to me, pressing it to my ear despite the way I leaned away. I didn't speak. I heard wind across a field. I heard a choir in a church halfway through a hymn. I heard a doctor telling a woman it's a boy, it's a girl, it's both, it's neither. I heard my father, closer, clearer. He said a thing only he would know, the name he called me at 6, when I fell asleep under the console, and he had to step carefully in the dark not to crush my fingers. Don't, Grant said again, as my lips parted. Please. I lowered the phone. You can't possibly know it isn't a man, I said, my voice slower than my thoughts. Locked in there. Hungry. Sick. How long have you kept it? You can't keep someone like that. Grant gestured to the door. Would a man fog the radio bands from here to the state line? Did a man make the frequency meter spin at a dead station? He pointed at the oscillating needle. It was jittering between zeros like something breathed on it. Your father had a rule. Never go in when the beacon glows. He didn't know what for, but I think the rule had a brain behind it. Behind the door, my father's voice softened. He asked about my mother's grave. He wanted to know if I'd ever gotten around to fixing the porch swing that squealed in damp weather. Every syllable carried a weight like a hand placed on my shoulder. Not a threat, but a pressure that says we are connected. I said nothing. The silence seemed to rustle with disapproval. Prove it, I said, aiming the dare at both of us. Prove it isn't someone. Grant turned, pulled a small black box from his coat pocket, a key fob wired with a switch. He nodded to the door. Proof is risky, but nothing else convinces anybody. On my mark, I'll slide the outer chain so the smallest gap shows. You stand there and listen. Is this how you prove it to yourself every night? I asked. Every hour, he said. I don't sleep.